Let's do it.
Yellow, ladies and gents, how are you all doing?
What up? What up?
Dado, we are back.
How are you guys?
Good, man. And look, we got Goose. We finally convinced him to come on. How you doing, brother?
Superstar,
I'm good. How are you guys?
mate. Exceptional.
It took us
Exceptional.
6 episodes, but we finally got him back.
You've made it, brother. You made it back.
I appreciate it.
You've
So
graced us
good.
with your presence, old mate.
Mate, Goose didn't want to come on because he didn't want to jump on Zoom. He didn't think he'd be entertaining. I told him time and time again, bro, you're entertaining no matter where you are.
Brother, just, mate,
Appreciate
look at your face, old mate. A big smile. Look at you. See, you don't need to be the people, brother.
It's the lighting.
It's the lighting. Well, welcome,
Also-
ladies and gents, to another episode of Have a Chat with Ray and Stat. I am Ray. That is Stat. That is our Goose. What's going
Ray,
on?
we have something to say before you start.
Yeah, we've kind of done a little surprise.
I'm not a fan of this at all.
yeah.
Just kick it off. It's your idea.
Me and Stat spoke about it,
Okay.
and you know how there's a game. It's called the shot game, but we don't drink, so it's sort of like the shot game, except every time your voice cracks, me and Stat are gonna take a shot of what do you have,
Lollies.
Stat?
Lollies.
I've got a 50-pack of Kit Kat.
50 pack. Oh, Goose,
I'm
listen,
expecting-
I have about
Okay.
13 lollies. So, mate, if he exceeds, we're done for.
Because you two
I'll
need an
send you some.
excuse to eat food.
And you need an excuse to talk properly. So, hey, we're just motivating you, brother.
Hey, listen,
So-
nothing's happened yet. I'm not going to do it once this whole episode.
Ah,
We're preparing
Once
to get
this whole
diabetes
episode.
after tonight.
big call. Big call, Ray. Just be careful.
All right. Well, go
Oh.
for it, boys.
Hey, listen. Hey, go. What do you mean go for it?
Hey,
Let's
go
have
for
this.
it.
It's not
If you
my
guys need-
show.
Hey, listen, if you need an excuse to eat food, go for gold, mate.
No,
Hey, listen. It's always fun to tell your expense, brother.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Always
How we doing, Stat? What's going on?
Hey, not a lot, bruv. Doing well. Doing well.
How was your week?
Yeah, good week, bro. Good week. Just worked. I bought a new PlayStation game because I thought, you know what? Why not?
Back
Grand
on the
Theft Auto?
PlayStation. Back on the PlayStation, mate.
Yeah, back on it. Back on it. I tried to start playing Crash Bandicoot again, and I died another 45 times in one level. I'm not ready to go back down that road.
Mate,
So-
that game requires a lot of practice, bro.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
So
training.
I decided to buy Grand Theft Auto instead.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to get into that at all. Goose, how about you, bro? How's your week?
Yeah, good. Works good. Everything's good. Can't complain. I'm just getting fat at home. That's pretty much it.
What a life.
Yeah. I'm
So
actually enjoying it.
So lockdown's treating you well then.
Oh yeah. Works good. Everything.
best.
I can't complain at all. There's people that can complain. I'm not one of them. Very happy.
Very good, bro. Very good. Nice.
Are you right?
Oh, same old, bro. Nothing crazy. Just a busy week.
Hmm.
Other than that, same old, bro. I'm getting over this lockdown, though. I'll say that.
You know who isn't getting over the lockdown?
Who?
Actually, no, everyone's getting over it. But those people that went for the march, they're crazy cats.
I was telling Goose before we jumped on, we're not going to get into that, but it's been a crazy week in Australia, bro.
Yeah, they're crazy cats.
It's been a crazy, crazy week in Australia.
That I agree with, mate.
You just never know what's going to happen in this country anymore, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
You think at a time we'd try to rally together, everyone's just tearing each other apart. So
So it's
is what it is.
it's what these pandemics bring out in people.
Not ideal.
People out here punching horses, doing backflips of fire.
Mate, that's more like John Deere-esque, if you know what I mean.
You see a lot of
man.
crazy stuff go down.
Yeah, that's me.
And you see people posting on Facebook, the horses did nothing. Why are you hurting them?
Come on, guys, leave the horses alone. You know what I mean?
Oh man, haram.
Hey
bro,
guys,
the
don't touch the
horses.
horses, bro. Hold on, they got to go compete in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Ah, shut up. Shut up.
Speaking of the Olympics, bro, have you watched the second of it yet?
Yeah, I actually watched the gymnastics with my brother-in-law,
Okay,
who's apparently a huge gymnastics fan. I no idea.
sure.
Known him for like 6 years. No idea.
How was it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
What
Um,
type of gymnastics we talking? Like what events?
That's number one. That's all I got to say.
What are you talking about?
There was a little testy pop right there because I don't know if you heard that one.
Wasn't. What are you talking about?
Listen,
Was it?
mate, I heard something.
Listen, if you need an excuse, go for it. But that wasn't. You're
Hey.
treating your own game.
Listen, if you guys want to do it from home, grab something.
Yeah, Blade, join us, guys,
you gotta-
please.
You
You
gotta
know what?
break
If you want to start again, if you maybe missed some little something somewhere we haven't seen, get into it. Boom. One down the hatchet. Simone Giles, by the way, back to the Olympics. Simone Giles.
Yeah.
Mate, according to my brother-in-law, apparently is the GOAT of gymnastics. The way these people do their flips and that, bro, phenomenal.
Was it the one on like the bar where they walk across the bar? Or what was it? Just
There was one on the mat.
Ah, okay.
It was crazy. I actually really enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Bro, from all the talk we had about the Olympics last week, I still can't get 7+ to work or whatever that app's called. So I haven't seen a second of it. I'm so upset.
At all?
At all. Computer, TV, tablet, phone, nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty poor effort.
Probably
bro,
blocked or banned.
What's that?
They probably blocked you at Channel 7.
It wouldn't surprise me. But how about these swimmers, bro?
Yeah, we got gold today.
Mate,
Let's go.
get gold. We're breaking records.
We're flying through.
What a bunch of Aussies, bro.
You would think
Yeah.
because I used to be, you would think because I used to be such an amazing swimmer back in the day that I would watch it. But the last time I watched the Olympics was in the 2000 Olympics. I was 5. I turned on the TV. I saw them swimming, and then my mom's like, "That's a good idea. I'm gonna put you into swimming." Haven't watched the Olympics since.
So, Goose, how long did you do swimming for?
2000.
Because I know you used to do your swimming back in the day. How long
I
did you do it for?
used to, year 12. So I don't know how long that is. Or my whole school life. I used to do after school and then during school, in the morning before school, for school as well.
Why'd you stop?
I used to do it because it was convenient. It used to be before and after school and whatnot. But then I started working and I'm like, yeah, no chance.
Were you good?
Yeah, I looked really good in Speedos. I also, yeah, really good. And
Thank you for thank you for that.
Thank you for that image that
Yeah,
I won't be able to get
yeah.
out of my head.
That was wonderful.
I mean, I'll probably still do now, but back then, like I used to compete a lot. I used to train like 3-4 times a week, and then I broke my nose, and then after that, I only did it for school, and then I just didn't do it at all.
How'd you
What
break your
does-
nose?
Yeah. What? First off, what does that have to do with you swimming, though?
Oh, because when you break your nose, especially me, I had to do surgery on it, so I had a cast on my nose like this, and I had that. I had that cast for about, I don't know, 2-3 months, and I didn't want to go to school. I didn't go anywhere because there was just this big white thing like this. So
Okay.
my mum's like, "You're going to school whether you like it or not." So I actually went to school and I went to the shops with her. I went everywhere with this white thing on my nose like that. And I used to get teased. I used to have, like, when I used to walk in the shopping center, I remember a bunch of kids would point to their mum, young kids. They go, "Mommy, what's that thing on this guy's face?" And they're like, "Don't be rude, don't be rude." I
People
saw
say that about my
everything.
mom.
That sucks. I remember my swimming trainer used to call me Michael Jackson because I used to sit there and watch the squad with this thing on my nose like that. Yeah.
Oh, right, yes.
How I broke it. Yeah,
Yeah.
how I broke it.
Yeah, how'd you break it?
I was just walking in the school playground and some guy came and kneed me in the face. That's it.
Need you in the
Yeah.
face.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Face?
Some guy came and kneed me in the face. I think he was practicing UFC, or not UFC. UFC is not a sport. MMA after school, and he wanted to practice. So he came up to me, kneed me in the face, and I had no idea what was going on.
You deserved it.
I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I don't think that kid even got in trouble because I wouldn't snitch him in.
Yeah,
Someone snitched him in, but they didn't even get him in trouble. So I broke my nose for nothing. I still can't breathe properly to this day. Yeah, but it's probably not because of the broken nose. Probably because I'm leather and nose problems or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Well, anyway, our Olympians are doing pretty well. We've currently got 6 medals: 2 gold, 1 silver, 3 bronze.
Mm.
The
Yeah, we're doing all
American-
right. Mate,
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, I was celebrating the Barty party, winning Wimbledon, and she
Bro.
bowed out first round. Can't believe it. Very upsetting.
I know,
Very
bro.
upsetting.
The US is on top of the table as per usual.
Oh, is China second and Australia third? Because they
No.
always seem to be.
China's second, Japan's third, Britain's fourth, Korea's fifth.
Go Japan.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I love them, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Love the Japs.
I'd
So
love to.
where are we ranked?
6. How many times have I
Six.
said it?
6th.
You guys in Lebanon Olympics, they have like 6 or 8 Olympians.
Yeah, bro. Good on
Pretty
them.
good. Yeah, machines. I think 2 of them are swimmers.
What a
One of
little man.
them's judo. One of them's for shooting, and one of them is
you sure all 8 aren't for shooting?
That's what I thought. But one's judo and 2 are swimming.
Oh,
I think the
man.
other one's.
How
yeah.
hard could it be to qualify to be in the Olympic team in Lebanon, though?
No, probably not hard. It's like 6. If they could take on more, they probably would. But I think they're machines. Like I was looking at some of the Insta pages. They're proper athletes. They're not just bums.
Yeah, well, they're at the Olympics, so they have to be
Yeah,
proper athletes.
I know, but like when your
You'd be
country's only
surprised. You
sending
should be
6
surprised,
Yeah,
you know?
like
Yeah.
there's only 6 of them. Yeah.
Nah, how good is that? Like, listen,
Yeah,
I
very
thought we'd
proud
actually
of
do a
them.
lot
Good
better
on
in the Olympics, hey. But listen, I just can't wait for the table tennis.
I'm looking forward to discus, bro. I got to try figure out this 7+ thing before discus starts.
Mm.
Well, you
But
know what I love?
Tell
That
me.
pole vaulting, that massive stick. They stick it in the ground, they jump up.
Mhm.
That's hectic.
Yeah. Listen, as I sit there like a fatso, and I watch, I go, I can't fault any of these people, eh? It's
Nah.
phenomenal.
No, they're great.
He's phenomenal. I watch, I go, these guys are machines.
They really are. But my
So good to
problem-
watch.
Goose and I talk about it all the time. How do you make money as an Olympian, though? They don't get paid.
Yeah, I know,
It's pretty
It's
hard,
it's
yeah.
a very interesting lifestyle
mate.
because you don't get paid and you're relying on sponsorship, but you've got to train to become an elite athlete from a very young age. So that's a hard lifestyle, bro.
It's very tough. It's very tough. Yeah, the whole living arrangement of how they do things, the day to day, to train for an event happens once every 4 years, mate. That is just
Can you
that is you want to talk about dedication? That is insane dedication.
imagine being the guy who misses out by like a second?
Or 10th of a second.
Yeah, and not being able to join the Olympic team. You have to wait another 4 years to see if it's worth trying out again.
Mate, what
Mm.
shout out to all of them, mate.
Yeah,
That is some
Oh, dude.
serious dedication, bro. Fire out. That's
Yeah,
nuts.
bro. Tough stuff.
Yeah, good on him, but
Goose, why didn't you become an Olympian, bro?
I had a love for food, and that just took off.
it took off.
It took off like it was a career choice.
Listen,
well, it was definitely a lifestyle choice.
You want to talk about a career choice? I'll watch a guy on YouTube, go to different places, different like small businesses, or the big joints. To Aussie, mate.
Mm.
Absolutely love the guy. He goes around and he eats and he rates everything out of 5. It's superb.
It's set.
It is superb. Goose, brother, get on it.
Oh, mate, my Instagram stat, if you were to see it, is all food pages of people making food and then people reviewing food. I actually sit there and I watch someone eat and review it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a few good Aussies.
I used to think that was stupid. I used to think it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then I sit there and watch this guy and I go, mate, I just want to drive to Katoomba and go to these places.
But they'll eat this burger. They're like, oh, the sauce is good and the buns are good, and it's a crap review. But I'm addicted. I want to watch it.
Yeah, but I can't stop watching them.
Please
You
tell
know-
me
no,
more,
but you know
even
what-
though it's useless.
You know what angers me, stat, is when he tries to show me 7 of those videos on Instagram, and I tell him I don't want to watch any of them. But he goes, look, bro, look at the burger. Look. I
You're
go,
crazy, bro.
leave me
You're
alone.
crazy. And then when some of them have their own twist to it, there's this guy in the area. What's his name? Abracababra. He's
Yeah.
brilliant. But yeah. When he reviews, if he likes it so much, he'll pick up some sort of furniture, a chair or a table, and he'll smash it. And I'll be
At the
like,
shop.
yes. I want to go try that burger and smash a table as well.
I just want to smash the table.
You know who shocks me?
Without the burger.
Yeah, the what burger?
Mm.
You know who shocks me is that kid that reviews toys.
Oh, yes. And he makes millions. I think
Oh,
he makes like 20 odd
this
million a
kid-
year.
Ridiculous.
This kid's what, 8 now? I think he started it when he was 4 with his parents. Bro, this guy gets millions upon millions of views to open toys and play with them on camera.
Yeah, gets all
What
the
a
toys for
life.
free as well. They send them all to him. Yeah,
Yeah, now he's loving it.
kidding
Mate,
it. Like
that
20
is the
odd million
best.
a year, I think.
How many people do you think would watch Stat open the toy Goose?
He'll have one because I'll watch it for sure.
Yeah, my
And
boy,
then we'll
my
just go from
boy.
there.
Well, that's
my
loyalty,
siblings-
mate.
My siblings and my parents will watch it because I actually watch this as well. Surprisingly, so that's 6 views for you.
What a as your family, bruv.
Bro, that's more than half
Yeah,
our
I
videos.
love you.
I swear, bro. It's more than half our episodes.
My dad watches it. There's videos of my siblings recording my parents just sitting there and they're watching the interview and they're just so confused.
Are they watching just Ray and I, or they're watching the one with you in it? Because you're obviously the superstar.
I've only seen videos of me in it, but I'm sure they watch because they use my YouTube account. So upon all the Arabic videos I see like they've watched you guys as well.
Why don't you create a YouTube account for them?
It's just too much. Like for those who do the accounts for your parents and the passwords, and just use mine. Just leave me alone.
Yeah. Save the headache, save the trouble. I don't want to create an account. No, you're right, bro. I'll give you that. Same with me, bro. I don't want to create another account for them.
They have like 4 or 5 different accounts. Just use mine. Just please. Like it's not worth the headache. Like
100%.
It's worth me.
Then they forget the password. Then they'll forget, what's the username? Like, remember your own username.
Don't you get over like the suggestions on your account being just weird?
Nah, I don't care.
It's all Arabic. Yeah, it's all Arabic stuff.
I'll look at some of the suggestions. I'll just watch them. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Bint al-Hadis, yeah, why not? I'll watch it.
No, of course, that stuff. But then there's, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird stuff on YouTube, bro.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. My dad loves watching this one guy in America that has a pet monkey. And he watches him religiously, and we have a few birds, and my brother Josh got a dog, then returned it. That's a whole different story. And then my dad's like, "Oh, you look at all you guys getting pets. Well, I want a pet. Joe, can you get me a pet monkey?" I laughed. I'm like, okay. He goes, "Can you?" I go, "Really? You want a pet monkey?" I go, "I love a monkey." I looked it up. It's illegal in Australia. You can't have a pet monkey. I told him it's illegal.
You need a permit.
Yeah. He goes, "You can get a dog, you can get a bird, but I can't get a monkey. I'll see how it is. It's illegal. You can't."
What's he want to do with the monkey?
Very upset.
Do you guys want to be like the new Bankstown Zoo?
But he loves it because the monkey has a diaper and just hangs around the guy wherever he goes, and he thinks it's the best thing ever. But he loves it.
But I love you that, eh?
We have a few birds, and he treats his birds better than he loves his birds. Like he was doing gardening today. And I went in to say hello, good morning. And the bird's on his shoulder, going in and out of his shirt, nibbling on his ear.
Hey, they're obsessed.
Yeah. Nope. Pets, man. No, not for you?
No, not for me, bro. Listen, I've always wanted a dog. I would love a dog.
I'm a cat person.
I hate cats.
No.
Cats.
Hey.
There's this family of cats that lives in my backyard because the fence is busted. They come from next door. So they live in my backyard. Every time I walk outside, there's these 4 cats just hanging out.
No, you know what it is? Forget the broken fence. At 2 o'clock every morning, Goose goes to your house and just feeds the cats food.
100%.
And keeps them around. Yeah, 100%. That's what he does. Everywhere he goes, he sees a cat, boom, he will chuck it a bit of food. Like, man, what are you doing?
I'm being
haram, haram. And then 6 months later, the same people are there.
No, I'm being straight out. This guy's come over before stat, and I see him just standing in the courtyard. And I'm going, what are you doing? Turns out this guy's got chips and he's feeding the cats.
Yeah. They eat everything, those cats.
They just want a bit of attention.
I love cats.
Leave them alone. I don't want them in my yard.
I don't. They want to eat.
They have a family.
But
why don't you feed them, bro?
I can't
stand the landlord being you is obviously stingy, doesn't give them food. So I gotta chip in.
Because bro, just every week, go do your hijab, bro. Go and just give them the food, brother.
Nah, but listen, if I could get a pet, I'd get a dog. Probably a bulldog or a pug or something like that, something like small size, and I name him Chewbacca.
Start. You already know what I'll name my cats.
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay.
No, I do. I'm saying don't. I don't name them. I know what you're gonna do.
If I get a white cat, I'm calling it Tom. Tom is that garlic paste you get from Avjana because it's white. That's what I'm gonna call it. I saw someone say it on Facebook. And I'm content.
Brother, that's what a double is called.
A double is called too. Yes. So if people don't know, there's the Lebanese drum called the double. Me and Stat bought it as an investment, and we haven't made a single cent on it.
They think it's used 24/7, and we haven't made a dime off it.
Can I ask you guys, how did you think you were going to make money off a double?
Honestly, I don't think me and Stat knew what investment was. We just called it investment.
But we just thought, you know what? We'll get it for a laugh. I bought it home, Goose, because you kept it in my car, stock standard. So I take it home, and my parents go, what the heck is going on here? And I go, what does it look like? And I started playing. Wasn't very good, obviously, to kick it off. But mate, you know, you know what I mean? We just have a laugh.
So when I brought it home, my dad lost it in the You call yourself a Christian. I hope he didn't throw it out. I can't see it. I think it's in the garage, but I use it, believe it or not. Not to play because I'm terrible, but I have neighbors. My neighbor on this side and the neighbor next to him and then the neighbor on that side, they all have kids, all of them. And it's very convenient that they all take turns to cry when I'm asleep, if it's at night or if it's during the day, because I love my naps. And they cry their hearts out. And then as soon as I wake up, can't go back to bed, they go quiet. So I had enough. And I hold grudges. So I got the drum, and when they go quiet, I go to where the house is, and I start slamming this drum until I wake the baby up. If I can't sleep, neither can you.
Yeah, does it work?
Yeah, man.
So you wake up these kids by smacking the drum?
Yes, stuff them because I can't sleep.
You're a psychopath.
I have this one neighbor, the grandpa, he would get the kid and he would sing to him, put it to sleep. He has an amazing voice. He'll put me to sleep as well. He's the only guy I feel sorry for. Other than that, stuff them all. I hope none of them says.
And this guy wonders why his neighbors hate him, stat.
Well, his neighbors don't hate him.
They actually love me.
They don't even know him. They just know there's a guy, the crazy guy with the drum.
They all hate Maverick.
Yeah, that's classic.
They probably think it's him. Yeah, who does?
That's too good. But in lockdown, Goosey, everyone's doing their own thing. They all got projects happening, whatever. I mean, Stat and I are doing this. You've got your own little project going on Instagram.
I do. I created the Instagram page. It's a Christian Instagram page. It's called Comfort in Christ. If you look it up, it's just comfort.in Christ.
So
it's basically
so stop for a sec, ladies and gents. Right now, I want you to pause the video, go to Instagram, type in Comfort in Christ, and give it a follow. Continue.
You don't have to pause the video. You can just keep it playing.
You can do whatever you want.
I'm
sure everyone can multitask, but continue.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the whole purpose of the page is to encourage others to find comfort in Christ, and that's through the Bible verses and quotes that I put up. And some of them I make up, some of them I find online. And it's just content just to encourage someone throughout the day. I put 2 posts up a day, and I put a Bible verse as well. So while someone's going through their daily life, they scroll up, they'll see it. I hope it encourages them and gets them through the day. You know, that's the whole purpose of it.
Do you make the content?
Yeah, so some quotes I see of different pages. It's not copyright, so I can do that. But the actual photo, I created. Yeah, so I subscribe to this. This I don't know what it is. It just helps me create them. I pick a photo, I put it on there. I put my my app thingy on it, and then yeah.
Can I say, bro? They look really good. They look like. Yeah, that was one. All right.
Yeah, Goose, bring him out, baby. Bring him out. Bring him out. That was one. I'm not going to taste it for the whole episode. Mate, too soon, brother. Brother. Look at you, Goose.
Look at him just shove that down.
Mate, for the project. But Goose, sorry, continue.
Oh, well, he can't continue right now. He's choking on his chocolate.
Hey, that's fine.
I'm almost done.
So Goose has this Instagram page. I actually really like it, bro. It's really good. It looks very professional. It looks like you've got an actual designer.
Well, I got a lot of help.
It's great.
You guys had Jeremy and Jackie on the other time. Jackie, she helped me with all the designs and everything and a lot of advice. And we have another friend, Camilla, who has a page called Cherish the Cross. I got a lot of tips off her as well. I didn't speak to her, but as in I looked at her page and I looked at a bunch of other Christian pages and I got an idea of how to run it. So I got a lot of help, whether they know it or not.
That's good, man. That's actually very encouraging.
No, I like it, bro. I'm a big fan of it. I like how seriously you take it too. So you post twice a day, trying to just get that out there. Is that basically it? Is this more for Christians or non-Christians? Like, who's your target audience there?
Everyone, everyone that's going through a tough time. The verse could be about anything. I just put up a few the other week about prayer, and I put a few this week about moving on. And you just don't know what people are going through. People could be going through something. They read it and it encourages them to pray or to let go of something. And that's the whole point. It's not meant to be a full message or something long. It's just a few sentences, just encouraging someone because we just don't know what people are going through, especially through times like this.
Yeah. And I think what it does, Goose, as well, is it presents the opportunity for someone that might not know Christ, and they look at that and they go, man, what's this about? So they may hit you up. I don't know if they have or haven't, but maybe someone will hit you up with a message, man, what does this mean? And it's just that opportunity, just another way to present the gospel to someone, you know? I also use this, but I think it's phenomenal. I love that you dedicate so much time to it. Because mate, I'll look at some of the backdrops like Ray was saying earlier, mate. They're first class. They're crazy. So
I've got a lot of help,
I
as
can
I said,
appreciate, you know, the effort you put into it, and I can see the effort you put into it, bro. And if it encourages one person,
That's it.
you know, like that's what it's about.
Well, Stat, it's what
That's
you
all
and
it's about.
Stat, it's what you and I constantly talk about. It's about content, right?
Yeah, it's it, bro.
There's a lot of Aber Shum on Instagram, to say the least.
Yeah, there's a lot of garbage on there for sure.
A lot of rubbish, mate. At least now a verse or an encouraging quote can pop up on someone's explore page, and they can take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. So no, but that's good, man.
So
Anything else you're working on, Goose? Anything else you got in the pipeline, or are you just gonna stick with that?
That's for now. I'd love to do I love to do other stuff, but I'm just one step at a time. Not ready for it. I got a lot of own development to do for myself. Yeah, like
Nice.
for example, I would love to do a podcast.
Looks like
Skelly or Scott Pauly, but I'm nowhere near ready.
Okay. Sorry, we lost you a little bit there, Goose.
I was just saying I'd love to do like a Bible podcast, but I'm just not ready yet. There's a lot you need to do, and it starts with self-development. I just got to know my Bible in and out. I got to do a lot of study. It comes with the Christian walk, you know. I can't force it. I just got to go with the flow, and if I'm putting in the work and God wants to use me that way, then he will. And if he doesn't, it just won't happen. So
well, it comes with time, bro. It comes with like you said, the closer you are to God, the more he shows you what he wants you to do. And he starts moving you in those directions, man. That's basically it. It's as simple as that, really. The closer you are to God, the more you are in his will, the more he's going to show you different things to do. So I'm a big fan, bro. Keep going hard. And yeah, wow, that one was a big one.
bro, you are giving us diabetes tonight.
I don't know why I'm choking. I choke when I talk.
You're gonna die tonight. Start me and
Brother.
you are straight to the hospital.
Because listen, I only have about 10 lollies left. You have 47.
I choke when I talk, man. It's no good. But back to it. Listen, ladies and gents, give Comfort in Christ a follow, Goose. It's been a big encouragement to me, man. Keep going hard. And all I can say from what Stat and I are doing is it's going to be a long road. Just keep pushing through it, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everyone that shares and likes the page. And as much as I like it, when you think about it, you have what, 4, 6, 8,000 followers. You share a page like that or a post like that, you don't know who it's going to encourage. That's just the whole point of it. Yeah, I don't make money off this. It's just all for the glory of God, you know, and to help others. That was Christ's main mission, was for us, and he wants us to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's it, bro. I'm a fan of that. All right, so guys, now I'm very excited for this next segment. It's been something everyone's been asking for. I've been getting phone calls and text messages all week. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Stats Take.
Oh no, boy! Oh boy!
We got Stato to watch a world-renowned, world-loved movie. To see his thoughts on it. These are movies that you need to see before you die. These are movies that everyone, you know, has on their lists. Goose, you've seen this movie. Before we get Stats' take on this, Back to the Future, 1985. You saw this a couple of years back. What do you reckon?
I actually saw it first time in the movies. It was an anniversary. You probably know. I don't know which
30th.
anniversary. Just 30th. Okay. And they re-released in the movies, and you told me to come along with you. Never seen it before. I've seen clips and I know what's it about. I've never seen the actual movie. And a lot of people told me they were jealous that the first time they got to see it was my first time I got to see it was in the movies, because it was released before they were born. So a lot of people have seen it on TV, and they're right. They should be jealous because it's very, very good. Especially seeing it for the first time on the big screen. It's funny. It's a good movie. I don't have much to say about it, but it's good. How did you find it, Stat?
Well, before Stat gets into it, I need to say this. This is my third favorite movie of all time. I've seen this movie way too many times to be proud of. I love this thing. Okay. People say, this is on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a score of 96 by the critics and then 94 by the audience. So it's loved. You know, people say it's one of the few perfect films. There isn't a wasted scene. It is the perfect package of entertainment. By far, one of the most competent time travel movies ever made. It is amazing. Stato, what is your take on Back to the Future?
It was garbage.
Come on, bro.
I can't do you.
Come
Okay,
on, bro.
listen. Before we get into it, before we actually like, no, you know what? I didn't care. I want to
No. Okay, before you do, how about this? Let's start off with you tell me what the movie was about. Tell the audience what the movie is about. Tell us what you thought.
So okay, so what? The movie's 2 hours,
Something
2.5 hours, something like that.
Nah, not 2.5.
About 2 hours. Let's say it's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I fell asleep in the first 15 minutes out of pure boredom.
I hate you.
Pure boredom.
I hate you so much.
I then woke up, can't remember to what part, and then I didn't even get through the hour. I can't do this. This is just.
So when did you stop?
I can't remember. I think I stopped at the 55-minute mark. I think when Marty, is that his name? Marty
Yep.
McFly? Something like that?
Yep.
Again, what a fluke.
Right on the money.
Who?
Right on the money, yep.
Oh, beautiful. I think it was when he had gone back into time, obviously, back to the future, but going to the past. I think it was when he was. Oh, I think it was after the dinner scene
Okay.
where it was his mum, like, trying to make moves.
Hitting on him, yeah.
Yeah. And I turned it off. Okay, this is the stupidest movie in the whole world. People are saying it's a comedy. People are saying it's funny. It was not funny. Very slow start. And I can't criticize that because a lot of movies have slow starts. And I've been through watching some movies where there's been a lot of slow starts. So I can't sit here and back that out. What a stupid concept.
You are hard to please.
What do you mean?
Right, it was rubbish.
What do you mean a stupid concept?
He goes back in time to try like to get the dad and mum to fall in love, and then the mum hits on him. Like it's so weird. It's so dumb. Why is the mum hitting on him? What the heck? And I'm sitting there, I'm watching, I'm like, where is the funny parts? I have not laughed once, and I laugh at a lot of things. All I do is laugh. All I do is laugh. But like, I just had to, I go, this is so crap. How? Back to the Future, greatest movie, one of the best time travel movies. Get out of here, bro. That was rubbish. People saying it's a comedy. Do they know what comedy is? I don't know, but I don't think that's a comedy. Guys, listen, don't watch it. If you haven't, don't waste your time. Please, I'm telling you. Maybe I should start like another thing where I just bag out movies that I can't stand, which is almost every movie I've watched. I watch Back to the Future. The story is dumb. It's not funny at all. And if you fall asleep through it, mate, mad respect.
Did you at least like try to finish it or skim through it?
No, I tried because I woke up and I kind of felt bad that I slept. I'm like, but you know what? I wasn't tired and I slept. Like I couldn't sit through it. Then I kept trying and I wanted to turn it off when right in the beginning, the first 45 seconds where the clocks were danging and everything was just a mess. I go, this is stupid already. But again, you can't fault a slow start. So I didn't like it, and I recommend no one watch it if you haven't already watched it.
What's your score out of 10?
I didn't finish it. So if I had to give a score from what I saw, listen, the only good thing about the movie was the soundtrack.
Soundtrack's
Cracker
banger.
soundtrack.
Banger.
If I had to go on, if I was going soundtrack based, that's about an 8.5, 9 out of 10. No problem.
That's a great soundtrack.
Yeah,
Power of Love.
Yeah, Power of Love.
Good.
Yeah, everything. Oh,
Mr.
great.
Sandman.
Yes.
Great soundtrack.
I'll give it 0.3 out of 10.
Nah, come on. 3 out of 10.
0.3.
No, point
Right,
three.
Relax. You can't.
0.3.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this your take on the movie or is it my take?
No, it
It's
is
not
your
your
take.
take, right?
It's
not your
just,
take, right?
it's a terrible take.
Oh, that's your
Mate,
opinion.
It's your opinion. This is stat. You asked for it. So
It's
does everyone
true.
else.
You asked my
You gotta
opinion. You can't
respect
say,
it.
oh, that's a bad take or oh, that's not good. That's fine. That's my opinion.
It's true. It's just, I genuinely cannot believe this is what you thought of the movie.
You know what? I genuinely can't believe that there were 3 movies.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Why?
Because you're the first person I've ever met that hates this movie.
I promise I didn't like it. And I tried to sit there. I tried to watch I just could not. It was dumb.
Mhm.
Very dumb concept. Waste of time.
So you didn't think it was cool that the time machine was like a car?
Couldn't care less. Could not care less. I don't know. I just sat there and I go,
Did you like Marty?
yeah, it wasn't bad. I can't see him for the character. It was good.
All right. What about the doc?
Yeah, whack job, but standard is the doc. His dad, I wanted to uppercut his dad. No.
That's a nerd.
I wanted to uppercut him. No, he's not a nerd. He's a dog, but because dogs sound smart. Is this something that you said, Goose? Oh, geek. Sorry.
A wise man once
Sorry,
said,
Goose. Yes. You're
That's
that
all
wise
right.
man.
yes.
I just, what a dope.
Yeah,
He
fair.
angered me.
Fair.
Yeah,
What
that's
about
it.
What about his mum?
Yeah, weirdo.
Okay.
Hitting on the kid. Yeah, look, just please, man. Like, that's not funny.
Okay. What about Biff?
Who's Biff?
The
I
bully.
don't think you got through that movie.
Who's
I don't
Biff?
think you got to that part.
The guy that kept knocking on the dad's head.
Oh, the bully.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I can't fault the actual characters because whatever. Apart from the dad, I uppercut him, but that's
So-
besides the point.
You give it a 0.3, even though the characters are pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm only basically giving it a 0.3 because of the soundtrack.
You're a cracker, mate. You're a cracker.
Mate, I couldn't get through the 1 hour. I couldn't get through an hour. I go, this is so dumb. There is nothing funny.
You intrigue me as a human being, bro.
Brother, it's my take.
No, listen, you're
Listen,
entitled
guys,
to your take.
I beg, I plead. Apart from getting saved, I also beg and plead, do not watch the movie if you haven't. And don't rewatch it. If you want to rewatch it to get on my side, good on you. If not, I don't care.
Can I tell you?
I'll never waste my time watching it
Can
again.
I
Hey?
tell you? I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
Hey, you do you, champ. I'm not going to sit there and say you're an idiot because it's what you want to do. It's your opinion. You love it. Top 3 favorite movie of all time.
100%.
It was top 3 worst movies of all time. That and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, I watched in year 11 for my birthday.
Oh.
Oh my.
How are
Oh
you comparing
my.
this to the Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
Both garbage movies.
You are insane.
Because don't tell me you've seen Curious Case of Benjamin Button and think it's good.
I haven't, but a few movies that
Oh,
come
no,
to mind.
listen, Curious
horrendous.
Case of Benjamin Button's fried.
I haven't seen it, but I know the concept. But a
Have
few
you been?
movies that I watched, yeah.
Don't waste your time.
There's a few movies that I'll tell you guys. I want everyone not to watch. There's 2 that I fell asleep in. One, Dunkirk or something like that. The
Dunkirk?
war movie. That is garbage.
Yes,
All it is.
You're rubbish.
Alright, thank
You're an
you.
idiot.
Alright,
There's no
Dunkirk,
character
not watching.
development at all. There's just a bunch of people getting blown up in war, and it's just it's rubbish. And I fell asleep straight away. And as the new Assassin's Creed, it's not new now.
That was
but
terrible.
I remember, yeah, I fell asleep. I
was
did not
horrendous.
even know what was
So
going on.
Dunkirk,
So
movie, I'm just noting this down. So movies not to watch. Dunkirk.
yeah,
Listen, your list would be shorter if it was movies to watch.
Oh, I
movies
know.
to watch. Number
Yeah.
1, Penguins Madagascar.
Yeah,
Best
your number
movie.
one best movie of one of the funniest movies I've watched by far.
Madagascar
I
3
might
as well.
rewatch it tonight. FYI.
But
Right.
Madagascar
Great
3
movie.
as well, so good.
But look, back to
Oh.
Back to the Future. Never again. I'm not
No,
even going to
it's-
give it another shot. That's ridiculous. I
Well-
might just listen to the soundtrack. That's it.
Well, Stado, thank you for your take, mate. As much as
Hey, you know what? This is what the people wanted. If this is
Hey,
what you wanted, mate, I'll keep
exactly.
it going. But let me tell you, I'm not going to promise finishing any movies. I'm just.
So, ladies and gents, that's take there. What movie do you want him to review next? What movie do you want him to see? What's a movie that you say, mate, it's great. He's gonna love it. Let us know in the comments. Let us, tell us what you think of it. Tell us what you think of Back to the Future. Tell Stat he's fried because he definitely is. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
I think
let
if
us
you
know.
enjoy the movie, you guys are idiots. Just FYI. And for those that haven't watched it, please don't waste your time. I say with love.
I can't believe you, bro. I can't believe you. It's
Rubbish.
one of the greatest trilogies ever made.
Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I hated it, bro. I hated it.
It's no for me.
That's so
No
upsetting,
deal.
bro. But you know what else is upsetting, Stat?
Here we go.
Is the topic of Ray's rant for this week, bro.
Oh,
You and I spoke about this a little bit earlier this week.
What?
Baseball, one of my favorite sports. MLB, the major leagues.
Oh, yeah. This is ridiculous.
Major leagues. Plenty of teams in that league, but one specific team, the Cleveland Indians.
Mm.
Decent team. They do what they do. But the Cleveland Indians, this is coming from espn.com.au, have changed their name from Indians to Guardians after the 2021 season. They've been known as the Indians since 1915. Cleveland's Major League Baseball team will now be called the Guardians. They announced this change on Friday using actor Tom Hanks to make the announcement.
Why?
They've done this on the grounds of racism.
Oh, get a grip. Shut up.
We do feel like we're doing the right thing, and that's what's driving this. I know some people disagree, but if anything, I've gotten more and more comfortable that we're heading in the right direction. And actually, the selection of the name solidifies the feeling because of the values that this name represents. This is a joke. This team's been called the Cleveland Indians since 1915. That's a very long time, bro.
106 years.
Very good math.
Thanks.
Wow.
And then they changed the name to the Guardians. All right. They changed the name to the Guardians. Not a great name.
Yeah, it's.
But what's worse is their logo. Mate, it looks like a toddler made it. This is a joke. Why do we need to be changing team names just because we think it's racist? There weren't many complaints about it. Not many people were upset by it. It's a part of their history. It's a part of what they had as a country. Keep the name. What are you changing it for?
But they go about and they change lollies. They change Redskins to what?
Oh, don't do this to me, bro. The Redskins, what are they, Goose? Do you know?
I don't, but my 2 cents on it is people are just too soft these days. Like they feel like they're entitled to stuff and people care about their feelings. And man,
Yeah.
I was raised, if I was to say something dumb like that, my dad would just backhand me. Like if I was to go home and blame someone for getting in trouble, my dad will get me in trouble for trying to blame someone else.
Yeah, for
Take
being a snitch.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Take responsibility for,
don't be a
for
snitch.
your
That's
actions.
right.
Don't try to blame other people. No one cares about your feelings. You don't like it, do something about it. And
Yeah,
these days, people just, if someone breathes the wrong way, they get upset.
That's
Build a
why,
bit of character, you know?
so that's why I'm upset, Goose, is because so many people will say, what's the big deal? It's just a name, move on. I don't disagree with that, but it's the motive behind it and what it's doing to the rest of society. Mate, they changed Redskins. I looked it up. It's Red Rippers. Okay. Rubbish. And then
Like Jack the Ripper.
there you go. Someone's going to come up with that in about 20 years' time and be like,
I'm all for that name.
And then this is the worst one, in my opinion, in Australian recent history. The one that I hate the most is coon cheese being changed. Okay,
Yeah, agreed.
Because
I didn't even know coon was a bad word.
Yeah, so it's a derogatory term for black people. Okay,
I had no idea.
but coon cheese is named coon cheese after the guy who made the company.
Yeah.
That's the part that does my head in. Is this company is named after this guy, and now they've changed the name to Cheer because it's offensive. No, it was his name.
To push for an agenda, bro. They're all
It's
idiots.
a joke. That's why I'm annoyed by
stupid,
this.
bro.
That's why I'm annoyed by this because Washington did it last year in the NFL. They changed their name from the Washington Redskins to Washington Football Team because they can't figure out the name yet.
What are you, Condor Park Soccer Club? What are you naming? Like,
see-
is this under sixes competition?
See what I'm saying?
This is
Serious, bro?
This is what I'm upset about. Like, why does it bother you so much?
Yeah. Why
I
do
don't
people
get-
care so much?
I don't get it. Like, who
Because
cares?
if,
It's just a
if you're
name.
not part of the woke agenda, you're the problem. And
Oh,
What's work?
I'm the
Work
problem.
agenda.
sorry,
What agenda? Work agenda.
the woke agenda.
What's that?
It's like everything has to be.
Everything's a trigger.
It's you can't be offensive.
Like wake up.
You can't be offensive. Yeah, like you've woken up to all the problems in society.
I think they've woken up to be a bunch of idiots. Like it's like I don't know. It's just who cares? Like if they were to invest their time and effort into something more productive, like themselves or the people around them or their families,
Or how
they
their
can get a
country
lot more
runs.
done. Or
It's
like
just-
them caring about a name and them not being able to sleep at night because of a name.
Yeah, please, bro.
It
There are
sounds
bigger
silly
issues.
to-
There are bigger issues in the world.
honestly.
That's exactly what I'm saying,
yeah.
bro. We're tearing each other apart for these dumb little differences that are not a big deal, but because one person decided to complain, everyone has to have a problem with it. Right?
No,
Bro, we
no,
grew
no.
up on Redskins. Not once as a kid or even as an adult, one of my favorite lollies in the world, by the way. Not once did I ever think to myself, oh yeah, this is a racist name. How cool is that?
I used to think when I saw the Redskins, I go, man, what a fitting name.
Yes.
There's nothing you can rename it to be different. It's very fitting. It's Redskin. Yeah, I like it.
I thought because it was red and it used to make your tongue red.
That's exactly what I thought. I thought it was just because it was red and it was a long thing and it was the hardest thing in the world to chew.
People are sooks, bro.
It just does my head in, bro. So Cleveland are no longer the Indians. They're now the Cleveland Guardians. Ladies and gents, look up this logo. Mate, it is horrendous. It's shocker. I showed it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah.
It is shocker.
I could design it better.
Oh, mate, it's bad. And hey, the team's rubbish too, so who cares? But
yeah, it's fitting.
Yeah, that's Ray's rant for this week. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, not happy.
I just, bro, here's the thing. If I was a Cleveland fan, I'd be very annoyed. That's my
thing. Do you know if any Cleveland fans are annoyed though?
Yeah, there was this 63-year-old that came out. They interviewed him on ESPN. And he goes, listen, I've been following Cleveland ever since I was 4 years old. They have been the Cleveland Indians ever since I could remember. The fact that you're changing this, it's going to take me a long time to get used to a new name. Bro, could you imagine if the Bulldogs changed their name?
Oh, no.
See what I'm saying?
Don't go there.
See what I'm saying?
Don't go there.
Can I say something?
Goose.
I really believe these people that are making a big deal about these sporting teams like Washington and this baseball team don't even watch the sport.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right, eh?
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
You're probably right, eh? No, honestly, you're probably right.
100%.
There's one excuse to complain because what's something new to complain about just to keep themselves busy and occupied? And
Cousin, when they did it with Coon cheese, where did that come from?
I'll never buy the product.
No,
it's just a bunch of vegans.
No, I'll never buy the product, but I only buy Coon, and if it's something else, I won't touch it. I don't care.
That one upset me, bro. I loved my Coon cheese.
Didn't Dave get the was it him or was it someone else that had the old Coon cheese packaging and would buy the cracker cheese and then change it and then put it into that one just to justify that it's just Coon cheese? What a man. Yeah, good on you. But he's still supporting him, but
you know what that is? That's spite. And I respect spite.
Yeah, 100%.
But
for stuff like that, I respect spite.
If you go to the right Coles and Woolies, they've still got some of the old stock.
Oh, mate.
Trying to get rid of it.
I'll be back.
It's good.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. We're just a bunch of sooks as a society.
Oh, yeah. We're just weak. That's all it is. We're just weak as a society.
It's just weakness, bro.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
It's weakness. Like, we don't have any problems in these Western countries, so let's create problems for ourselves.
And they make it as if it's the biggest deal in the whole world. And there are so many other people that can't even put food in their mouths, and this is the biggest deal in the world.
Exactly. Haram. There's people in Lebanon. There's people in third world countries that can't eat.
And they want to change your name because it's offensive.
We're worrying about names because maybe little Timmy might get offended.
Yeah, little people need to grow the hell up. That's it, bro.
It's just dumb. It's just dumb. Listen, I'm too angry now. I need some calmness. So Goose, you got verse of the week this week for us, don't you?
I do. It's Romans 14, verse 7 and verse 8, which reads, "For none of us liveth to himself, and no man dieth to himself. For whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's." I like this verse a lot because it addresses a few things. It addresses that one, as Christians, we now belong to the Lord. That means our life, our decisions, everything now belongs to the Lord. And if you're a Christian, the Bible in that verse says, you no longer live or die unto yourself. So as a saved Christian, all your motives, your whole reason to exist, your whole agenda in life is for Christ. Why? Because Christ redeemed us. He paid for us in full with his blood on the cross. He bought us with a price. We've been bought as Christians. So now we belong to him. So whether we live or we die, it now belongs to the Lord. And that makes someone think, like, what does it mean to live for God? Well, it means now we think about the choices we make in our life and how we live our life. and who it's serving. Is it serving self or is it serving God? Because we continue to live life, our own way, and then we hope that when we die, we go to heaven, right? So something I was listening to Scott Pauly, and he mentioned three things. He goes, three things we should look at in our lives is the three ways people, or three different point of views of our lives is: one, what we say about ourselves; two, what other people think about you; and three, what God knows about you. And that's really massive, because at the end of your life, when you're standing in front of God, your life's said and done, it's not going to matter what you think about yourself. It's not going to matter what people think about you. All that matters is what God knows about you. And I once saw this quote. It said, it was on a gravestone. It said, he lived and died as a Christian. And that's so massive, because a lot of people want to die as a Christian, but there's not many people living as a Christian. And can I tell you, you don't get to die as a Christian unless you've lived as a Christian. You don't get to end that way unless you've made the journey. And I think that's just massive, because again, Scott Pauly also said there's two types of Christians. There's the professing Christians, the ones that just talk about it, and then there's the practicing Christian. So if I was to challenge anyone that's listening, is what type of Christian are you? Are you just a professing Christian that is living his life the way he wants and is hoping that when he dies, he just gets his free ticket to heaven? Or are you a practicing Christian? Because the clearly says, as Christians, we now live and die as Christians, both during life and afterlife is for God now.
Yeah, I love that, bro. And what Paul's really doing there is he's changing the Romans' perspective, right? He's changing their perspective on life. Their life is no longer to be lived for themselves. It's no longer theirs, but it's for Christ. He's trying to show, hey, listen, like, you have a shift now. There should be a shift in your life where your decisions aren't made for yourself. Your decisions aren't made for your benefit, but your decisions are made for Christ's benefit. Your decisions are made for eternity's benefit, for the salvation of others. And I love what you said, bro. We need to live as Christians and not just want to die as Christians. You hear it all the time. People say, oh, I'll die for Christ. I'll die for... Well, what are you doing now to sacrifice to live for him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I agree. I look at that and you're right, Goose. Like, the way you said it, there are so many people that are willing to, they'll go, oh, we want to die as a Christian. But they'll do nothing in their life to justify themselves as ever living for Christ. And they always think that they're going to get to that end point. They're going to get to heaven because, they, in their minds, think they've done what they've done in order to live for Christ. But you're right, man. They just want to die as Christians. And I love that passage. It's, but it also guarantees the certainty, because there are so many people out there that, don't really, like once you're saved, you're saved. There are people out there that believe, you can lose your salvation. But Paul's just confirming the certainty there.
Yeah.
For whether we live unto the Lord. For whether we die unto the Lord. Whether we live, therefore die, we are the Lord's.
That's right.
It guarantees that certainty. And it kind of, and as you kind of read down, where verse 11, what kind of speak about last week, Ray? It's again, for it is written, as I live, saith the Lord, every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess to God. That he's Lord. And it kind of doesn't necessarily tie in with what he's saying here, but you're arguing in the sense where we must be living for Christ, in order to die as a Christian and to die worthy of having lived for Christ. I think it's extremely important. I love that. I love that you brought that up. Now that's not going to leave. That's not going to leave my head. That quite. That's going to stick with me for a while now. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, when we die, we want to hear from God tell us, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." But we don't get the "well done" if we don't do well all the way through. It's something we need to think about, because I've been to my fair share of funerals and whatnot, and the most important thing is if that person is going to be in heaven. and is with God. And people just think that we can just call ourselves a Christian at the end of our lives, and we can do whatever we want throughout it. But Christ says here, you must live and die as a Christian. And
And it's so much easier. Excuse me. So much easier said than done. You know what I mean? No, there was no.
Hey, listen, it's just open. It's just open. We're
My
waiting.
throat.
We're waiting.
We're waiting.
We're prepped.
ready.
We're just prepped.
Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. It's on the edge.
It's so important that you remember the sacrifices you need to make as a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the Christian life is. It's sacrifice.
I'm happy you brought that up, right? Because anyone that tells you that it's easy being a Christian is a liar, and you should stop talking to them. Stop talking to them, because they are lying to your face. It is so hard, because every day we are denying ourselves, which is our own desires and what we want, and we are striving for what Christ wants, and that is so hard because that's not natural for us. What's natural is what we want, which is sin. That's very natural to us, and to go against our nature is very difficult, and that's the whole life of a Christian. Exactly.
Sin's the easy way out. It's just the easy avenue.
Yeah. And it's so difficult to live this lifestyle, but it's what we're expected to do. It's what God tells us to do. It's what Paul tells us to do in that passage there. And it's just so important that Christians listening to this remember that. Remember, hey, it is a struggle. It is a sacrifice. But you got other Christians, brothers and sisters out there trying to do the same thing because they want to glorify the Lord. So, listen to them, get with them, talk to them, and help each other out, encourage each other to live for the Lord. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good verse of the week, Goosey.
Good one.
That was a good one, bro.
No
well,
problem.
mate, that's basically it for tonight's episode. Huh?
Good old Goosey, brother. You just, mate, you're just a superstar. You know that?
You just listen. I want a Goose show. Okay, I've been trying to convince Goose to do a show with me called Goose Tales. All right, where he just tells stories, bro. I want him to tell Goose Tales, man. He's a funny guy. He's got some funny stories. Get him to talk to a camera. Tell us some Goose Tales, you know?
No, you know what? I disagree with you.
Why?
I want Goose Tales on our show.
A 1 hour.
I want a Goose. I want one story of Goose every week.
That's
I
what
want
I'm
him to
saying.
come on. I want him to jump on, tell a story, and then that'll be the
You
end
want
of
me to
it.
give you guys one?
Give us a Goose Tale.
I was telling you that the other time. I think it was the second New South Wales Origin game. Because of the lockdown. Yeah, because of the lockdown, I had to watch it at home by myself. And I've already at this point eaten and had dessert, and my brother Maverick was going to the shops to pick up ice cream, and he goes, "I'll get you some as well." He comes back and he got me the Ben & Jerry tub, the small ones. I've never had one before. And I go, "Is this whole thing for me?" He goes, "Yeah, they're tiny, they're not big tubs. So this is yours, this is mine, and enjoy." And I started eating it. It's very, very good. I don't think I've had it before, Ben & Jerry. And
What flavor?
and it was cookie dough and fudge. I think it was it was really good.
Yeah.
Hit the spot.
I think and I'm eating it and I'm like, oh, am I supposed to eat this whole thing? Because it's a small tub, it's not a big tub. So am I supposed to eat this whole thing? So I'm eating it and I've already eaten, and I'm like, there's tears coming down my eyes because I'm dying here, but I need to finish it because he got it for me, and I'm eating. It's a small tub and I'm eating it, and I think I had a quarter left, and I walk out. I can't do it anymore. I walk out. I go to put it in the freezer, and I go to Maverick. I go, "Are you supposed to eat this whole thing?" I go, "This is too much. It's too sweet." He goes, "You ate it all." I go, "Almost." I go, "I've got a quarter left." I go, "Aren't you supposed to eat it all?" He looks at me and goes, "I haven't even eaten a quarter. I had 2 scoops. I put it back in the fridge." He goes, "Are you insane?" He goes, "Have you never had this before?" He's not supposed to eat the whole thing. You're going to die. I go, you didn't tell me. I go, I thought you gave it. I thought supposed to eat the whole thing because it's a small tub.
What do you
Like, when you
to tell you how much of a...
If someone gives you a cornetto, you don't eat half of it. You eat the whole thing. If someone
right.
gives you a paddle pop, you eat the whole thing. He gave me it, and I'm like, he goes to me, "That's why there's a lid. You're not supposed to eat it all." Okay, it's so deceiving. Like,
So, Goose, have your whole life, have you been going through 2 liter tubs of ice cream thinking this is the normal?
Well, I've never bought it for myself. That's the problem.
He goes
I've
to
always bought it
Costco
to
and buys
share.
in bulk. thinking I got to eat all this in one day.
Sometimes he thinks to himself, man, I can't eat dinner. I got a two liter tub of ice cream to finish.
Oh my goose.
I was crying because it was so much.
Was it? Did you wake up, Bart, with the biggest muggers in the whole world?
It wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was hard, man. Let me tell you, that was very hard. Like I was crying. I was actually crying.
That's too much, mate. Well, thanks guys for another good show, eh? It was a good one.
Another one in the bank.
Yeah, guys.
I want to give a shout out to my barber.
Culture Barbershop with a barber.
I promised him that I'll wear the shirt on the show.
Big Rob, mate. I can't wait for lockdown to finish so I can come and get a haircut.
I know, man.
Mate, I'm waiting for it. But that's another show, mate. Monday mornings we have Talk to Me come out. Take a look at this week's episode. It's pretty good. I got Caleb Skelly all the way from Arizona. It's a mad one. Big fan of it.
Good old Caleb, miss him.
Great conversation, bro. It was awesome. Tuesday mornings we have a chat with Ray and Stat, and then Wednesdays we have league chat with the Stat over on his channel. A lot happening in the NRL world these days, Stato. So looking forward to your views and your coverage of it.
Always a pleasure for the people.
Thank you so much, ladies and gents. That's Goose. That's Stat.
Guys, before we finish off,
okay.
little bit of a spin.
Here we go.
Gonna chuck in a little poll because Ray loves his polls.
I love my polls.
Yeah. How many lattes did you get through? Or how many chocolates did you get through? Did you guys get out a platter? Maybe fruit if you guys are healthy and sit down and hear the testy pops. Look, I got through 3, opened the 4th. I heard a couple more in there, but Goose and I needed to be in sync. You may have missed a few. I may have missed a few. I'm going to rewatch this and catapult through these lollies. But if you guys watched and you had like a big sapia out and you had a big platter out, put it up. We're going to do it every week because, you know, Ray's regular on the show.
Let's relax.
Hey, you want me to do movies and I don't want to watch them? We do this every week. You know what? It's just part of the fun. It's part of the fun. So we're going to do that. So I'm very excited. And we'll close off the show. That's Goose, our special guest, the superstar. That's Ray.
Guys.
This is that. Thanks for having a chat, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Stato.